Welcome to this presentation on New York wage theft and the 6-year statute of limitations, the best in the United States. New York State has the longest statute of limitations for wage claims in the entire country. Under the New York Labor Law Section 198, subsection 3, and the New York Civil Practice Law and Rules Section 213, subsection 2, workers have a full 6 years from the date of each underpayment to file a lawsuit to recover unpaid wages. As stated on the official website of the New York State Department of Labor at dol.gov, the Division of Labor Standards enforces wage laws for all workers regardless of their immigration status. The statute of limitations is the legal deadline for filing a wage claim. In New York, the clock starts ticking on each individual paycheck that underpays you. The deadline does not run from your start date or your termination date. It runs from each specific wage payment that was wrong. This means if you worked for an employer for 5 years and they underpaid you every week, you can recover wages for the entire 5-year period. Each underpayment has its own independent 6-year window. The New York Labor Law Section 198, subsection 3, covers minimum wage, overtime, spread of hours pay, and wage notice violations. The Civil Practice Law and Rules Section 213, subsection 2, covers breach of contract and quantum meruit claims for unpaid wages. Unlike federal law, which requires a willful violation to extend its deadline, New York's 6-year period applies to all wage violations, whether willful, negligent, or accidental. While the New York labor law gives you 6 years, not every filing path has the same deadline. The safest approach is to file in New York State Supreme Court under the New York labor law, which gives you the full 6-year window. Filing with the Federal Department of Labor's Wage and Hour Division under the Fair Labor Standards Act is limited to just 2 years for non-willful violations or 3 years for willful violations. The New York Department of Labor's Division of Labor Standards accepts complaints going back 6 years. You can file at dol.ny.gov or call 1-888-469-7365. No attorney is required for an administrative complaint. Remember, each paycheck is a separate violation with its own 6-year window. When you have been underpaid in New York, you have the option to sue under both the New York labor law and the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act. The key strategic advantage of the New York labor law is its 6-year statute of limitations, compared to the FLSA's 2 or 3 years. Smart attorneys file both claims simultaneously in New York State Supreme Court. The New York Labor Law Section 198, subsection 1A, provides for 100% liquidated damages, meaning you get double your unpaid wages. Section 198, subsection 1D, provides an automatic 30% enhancement of attorney's fees. As stated on the official New York State Senate website, this provision was designed to encourage attorneys to take wage theft cases. Recent cases like Nadinla versus WakeMed in 2025 confirm the plaintiff-friendly standard. Wage theft cases in New York are won or lost on evidence. The key difference from other states is the 6-year look-back, which means you need evidence going back 6 years. Employers often destroy old records after the FLSA's 3-year record-keeping requirement expires, but under New York law, the burden can shift to the employer if records are missing. Tip 1. Build a 6-year time log using calendar entries, scheduling app screenshots, emails, text messages, and photos of posted schedules. Tip 2. Use New York's powerful document request tools. New York labor law requires employers to provide current and former employees with their payroll records. Tip 3. Demand your wage notice and statement records. If your employer never provided these, you are entitled to a $5,000 penalty per violation per employee. New York gives workers multiple avenues to recover unpaid wages. The best part is that New York law requires the losing employer to pay your attorney's fees with a 30% enhancement, so experienced employment attorneys take these cases on contingency. You pay nothing up front. Path 1. File a free administrative complaint with the New York Department of Labor at dol.ny.gov or call 1-888-469-7365. Path 2. File a private lawsuit in New York State Supreme Court under the New York labor law. You can recover unpaid wages, 100% liquidated damages, statutory penalties of $5,000 per violation, and attorney's fees. Path 3. File FLSA claims alongside your New York labor law claims in state court. Path 4. For widespread wage theft, New York law allows class actions and collective actions. Many workers fear filing a wage complaint will lead to firing, threats, or demotion. New York law provides some of the strongest anti-retaliation protections in the nation. Under New York Labor Law Section 215, it is illegal for your employer to threaten, punish, discipline, or fire you for asserting your wage rights. The statute covers internal complaints to human resources, complaints to government agencies, and lawsuits. Section 215, subsection 1A, provides a private right of action for retaliation, allowing you to sue for reinstatement, back pay, compensatory damages, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. The statute of limitations for retaliation claims is also 6 years. Recent court decisions have confirmed that these protections cover not just fired workers but also those who experienced reduced hours, unfavorable schedule changes, or threats. New York City and New York State have a robust network of free legal services, worker centers, and government agencies dedicated to helping workers recover unpaid wages. These organizations serve all workers regardless of immigration status. The New York Department of Labor's Division of Labor Standards accepts wage complaints at dolmy.gov or by calling 1-888-469-7365. No attorney is required, and immigration status is irrelevant to wage enforcement. The Legal Aid Society in New York City has an employment law unit that provides free representation to low-income New Yorkers in wage theft cases. Visit legal-aid.org for more information. The Urban Justice Center's Workers' Rights Project provides free legal services and Know Your Rights education. Visit urbanjustice.org. The New York City Bar Association's legal referral service at 212-626-7373 connects workers with experienced employment attorneys who handle wage theft cases on a contingency basis. You have the best statute of limitations in the United States, 6 years from each underpayment. But the clock is ticking on every paycheck you were shorted. Here is your step-by-step action plan. Step 1. Collect evidence. Start a time log today for as far back as you can remember. Gather every pay stub, screenshot, text, email, posted schedule, and witness contact. Step 2. Know your deadline. File in New York State Supreme Court under the New York labor law for the 6-year window. Step 3. Contact free help. Call the New York Department of Labor at 1-888-469-7365 or file at dol.gov. Step 4. Get a private attorney. New York's 30% fee enhancement makes wage cases attractive to private attorneys. Step 5. File now. As stated on the official website of the New York State Department of Labor at dol.ny.gov, the Division of Labor Standards enforces wage laws for all workers regardless of immigration status. Your 6-year statute of limitations is the best in the country. Call 1-888-469-7365 today. Your wages are waiting for you.